Saints. Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When you look at the Saints defense, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Ritter. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Come on.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different
long
story.
night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ritter. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw it here. Ridder. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow, one. Steal, check, steal. Ready.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Ready.
Ridder from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and 5. When you look at the Saints defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check mash, ready.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Saints had 8-3 now. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ridder now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Claws red. Yellow. Blue.
Off the play fake, it's Ridder. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Back to throw, Ridder. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
Hurry, hurry.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sweeney. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Tigers, 7 Pop, tempo.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make the score 14-0. touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Opposite. Green. Check white. Ready?
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Down to 52. Ready.
Abanikanda once again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Come on,
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Ridder will set up to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Ridder picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sweeney steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
'79 Broncos.
To throw on 3rd down, Sweeney on the check down. He finds Kamara, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Second down and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
19 yards. First down, Falcons.
Here we go.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Going play action. Ritter.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ritter off the play fake.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Trap 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Warrior 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This is the tight end, Njoku. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll try and keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 22-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Sweeney. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Panther 60. Panther Buffalo 18. Go.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ridder now on second down. Throw left side. There's London. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. On first down, Ridder.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
52 blaster.
On play action, here's Ridder. Looking for London on the out route, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
Now Ridder back to throw.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Ridder will throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Sweeney. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. On 3rd down, Sweeney.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ridder, he wants to change the play here.
2nd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ridder looking to throw here on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
Second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sweeney. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
Ridder to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ridder throwing on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down, big play. Here's Ridder. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
3rd and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
19.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Okay, right?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ridder now. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here into that deficit.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Green Jack.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He completes it to Olave.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go now. Hey,
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
70 Rangers, go!
Off the play fake, Sweeney. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he takes it across it into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, here's Ritter. Hitting London coming across the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go. Jack.
And they take a knee.
faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Saints, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.